Alright, back to the expo. Did that record? I have no idea if it did or not. Anyway, I took a day off because, frankly, I'm getting a little bit burnt out on a Star Citizen, I'm not gonna lie. But it's Mist Day. This was Mist Day, so we're gonna check out some of their stuff. There's 2 ships that I want to rent. I want to check out the Mist Razor and take its snake pit and see how it handles. And I also want to try doing some courier runs in Reliant. So there's that to look forward to. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the effects of a week-long expo. Spartan, but still spacious. And it has a bathroom. Getting more into mining in this game. I did it a little bit with Greg at last year's expo, and it was a lot of fun. In terms of well-thought-out gameplay, they've got mining pretty much locked down. It's pretty enjoyable and pretty satisfying. I'd like to do more of it. I'm gonna head down this way. Race cars. Looking for a base model. It's the luxury, whatever that's worth. Hopefully this works. Excellent.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Alright, cool. Get to check that out. What is the cockpit like? seems like it's a little better than I remember it anyway. My problem with this ship has always been like the belt line of the cockpit. It's just so much higher than an M50, and I mean, Mustang doesn't even compare. It's difficult to do like ground level atmospheric flight with these ships, just because the downward visibility is so limited. But that's what we'll find out tonight. How do I get out of this? It is cool looking. Let's see what's going on down here. This, I think, is the Odyssey? Endeavor, I'm sorry. Science ship. So there's like big pods that'll attach to the side of this thing. Basically like a flying artificial biome ship for research and self-sustainment. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens when this when this ship sees the light of day. I don't totally understand what its function is, but I feel like that's only because it's outside the scope of my interest in the game. So, yeah, we'll see. This is their refinement ship for mining. Yeah, the Expanse. So, yeah, you can tell by the size of the cockpit. It's not an especially large ship, but yeah, it's meant to support, like, prospectors like I was just in. Refinement on the go. This will be another cool ship that'll see added to the game. Because right now, prospector pilots have to take their stuff out to a space station to get it refined. If you could get somebody to come along with you to like do it on the go, you could step up productivity, but then you have to layer that on top of hiring somebody to fly with you. So. Another cool ship to see how it integrates into the world. And this is the Carrot Killer. This is the Odyssey. Yeah. This is the ship for people who think that the Carrot is too small. Look at the size of the cockpit compared to the rest of the size of the ship. Yeah, this is a large exploration ship. Makes the Carrot look kind of mid-size, which is fine. That's cool. That is probably the size, well, I was going to say it's the size of the Starfarers that were sitting in the back of the main hall of the show when we walked in. Maybe they're a bit bigger. I don't know, because a Carrack is definitely larger than a Starfarer. also got a lot more going on. Oh, and then there's the Hull C. I'm not saying I'll never own one of these. It's just right now it looks like it'd be too big for my purposes as a single person. But I am definitely interested to see it. I still have money down on a Hull B. The Hull A that I own is a loaner for the Hull B that I actually paid for. And we have yet to see that. Hopefully that'll be next in Star Citizen's ship development pipeline. The Hull B. And yes, I do realize that I'm saying that with a little bit of a bias because it's the ship that I actually bought and paid for, and I want to see it. But yeah, this thing's cool. It's just it might be a little bit too big for one person. But we'll see. You never say never. I always try to stay flexible. I have my preferences, but we'll see. Intended to hit the sweet spot between the smaller single-person transports and the massive super freighters that make up the rest of the range. So, yeah, that's definitely how I see it. It's like, I really like the idea of the Hull B, but it's entirely possible that I could easily one day outgrow it, and then I'd be looking at one of these. So, yeah, we'll see. It's just cool to think that this ship isn't too far off on the horizon. We could be seeing it in the game very soon. That makes me very happy. This might be the last time I see this interior in the Starfarer. Our information from the developers is that the interior of this ship is scheduled for rework. Because it is literally a bitch and a half to find your way around these things. And we're off to a good start. Okay. It's also a very old ship. These things are probably 3 or 4 years old at this point, if that. They're cool though. And it is pretty neat that they have this whole area functioning. Yeah, you can actually do quite a bit of work up here. Including bringing a refueling rig. Okay, so here, check this out. Swings out, extends into position, lowers into place. That's cool. I said these things were a bitch to get around. I don't know if this is going to be a full tour because Starfarers are hard to navigate. This is the cockpit. I actually lost track of which direction. I thought I was headed towards the back of the ship. Yeah, I mean, I could absolutely fly one. Work under one. See, in a Freelancer, there's usually a power switch right here. Oh, there it is. Hopefully that turned on some more lights in the place. So if that's the cockpit. This just leads me back. like the engineering deck. I think. I'm gonna say like the grav generator and engine room are around here somewhere. So there's the main engine room. There's the grav generator. This is one of the legs towards the back of the ship. Yeah, okay, so there's the gantry that we were just walking on. Wouldn't be able to see it, it's down there. Yeah, this is one of the legs headed to the back of the ship, and there's a turret at each end. It'll be interesting to see the ship's redesign. Honestly, not sure how much they can change without radically altering the shape of the ship. Tries to, but doesn't quite. Doesn't quite work. Captain's office. Needs a chair. Captain's quarters. Fuel tanker. Not the fanciest bar in the world, but serviceable. Yeah, here we go. Definitely on the short side of fancy. I don't know, I kind of like the bunks that you see in some other ships. Mostly because they have side panels that close up, so you can get some privacy. I don't know, it just seems nice. Yeah, a lighting pass would not hurt this ship. Spartan amenities. For sure. This just goes back down. I think that's about all there is to see in this ship, so I'm going to try and find my way out. I actually need to be over there. Yeah. It's like somebody tried to make this ship symmetrical, and they kind of failed at it. It's like one side looks so much like the other that you forget which side of the ship you're on. And then when you need to find, like, the stairwell that's in only one side of the ship, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I might have had that wrong, actually. There should be a stairwell down. Oh, here we go. Still the first big ship to be added to the game. But, yeah, could use a little bit of a design tweak. Still really cool, though. This is where they have the Reliance. So, for years, I have, like, completely dismissed the Reliant as a ship, just because I didn't see the use for it. And I've spoken about this before in previous Star Citizen videos that I've made. I think it was Paul and I got to talking about an Avenger Titan, but a two-seater. And suddenly this ship made a lot more sense. Yeah, it's a two... It is a two... I now see it as a two-person Avenger. Let's see the Mako. I'm looking for the cargo variant. That's the... boarding? Yeah, okay. It's a news ship. I don't even know what the cargo variant is called. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for here. Great, here we go, the core. Hell yeah. Let's check it out. That's actually not bad. Size-wise? I'd say in terms of square footage, it's the same size as an Avenger Titan. It's just proportioned different. It's shorter lengthwise, but it's maybe a little bit wider, which is kind of cool. What's this? It's a two-person cockpit. That's the pilot's seat. I am a sucker for overhead consoles. Should be pretty easy to land. It's got like a fishbowl cockpit. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the ship in a new light after having ignored it for many years. And as far as weapons go, it might be better armed than a Titan too. Huh. Very interesting. Looking forward to putting it to work. Definitely more options in terms of offenses and defenses than a Titan. It's just I'm not sure how the hard points actually compare in terms of size. I know the Avenger Titan's got that one big gun up front. That might make up for it. Might. I don't know. The couple of times that I've gone into combat with my Avenger Titan, I've always found it underwhelming. I keep running out of ammunition. I don't plan on taking my rental ship into combat, but we will see how it works. I suppose I might as well go into the Hull A. I fly my own enough, but in case this is the first video of mine from from Star Citizen that you've watched. I suppose I should check it out. It's a slight upgrade over the interior of the Prospector. Is the bluntest way to put it. It's nice. I like it. Locker. This is a separate storage unit, which is kind of nice. Nice little bed in here, tied to an escape pod. Small server rack. And surprisingly spacious for a ship this size. Bathroom and shower. Not a fan of separate faucets. But that's just me. Yeah, these things are pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing if the Hull B is just a slightly expanded take on this. Maybe this living space is a little bit nicer. Maybe, hang on, let me turn on the lights. There we go. Yeah, if the Hull B has a cockpit that's just a little bit bigger than this and was a two-seater, that would be kind of cool. Oh, these are great little ships. I love these things. And again, really looking forward to seeing how the Hull B turns out. God, those fuckers are huge. So okay, so we were looking at, what was it, the Odyssey downstairs in the holodeck area, and that's about the same size as the cockpit on an Odyssey. So I'm picturing the Odyssey being just a bit bigger than that. And a bit bigger than a Carrack. right, back here is the Freelancer display. And if you're watching this video and you're looking at getting into Star Citizen and you're thinking the cargo transporter commodity trading gameplay is for you, Freelancer is definitely the place to start. These ships are just spectacular for any kind of cargo work. There's some different roles, but yeah, these ships are just fantastic freighters for somebody just starting out in the industry. I think this is the space model right here. This is a standard issue one. They fly great for their size. They haul like nobody's business. They're all ramp door models, so you can usually get a vehicle inside them. Yeah, they're just great ships for cargo hauling. My only gripe is that they're set up as a 4-man operation. And these are not 4-person ships. These are, on a good day, a 2-person ship. But that's a whole different discussion. They have a glass ceiling, which is really nice. So that's your seating position. You call for the hangar to open, you can look up, you can watch the hangar doors open, which is really nice. I like that about these ships. Like I said, they fly fantastically for a cargo ship. Want to get into cargo, you get one of these. Freelancer Max. It's 2 of those glued together. So yeah, these are the hot setup for hauling vehicles and larger cargo. Like I said, it literally twice the cargo capacity. Almost twice the cargo capacity of the stock Freelancer. And pretty much from here forward, they're the same. Yep. Same cockpit, same living space, just more cargo. Love them. Love these ships. So cool. You can get them. You can get them with guns. You can get them with bigger fuel tanks.
How fun would it be to own one?
They're just really good ships. So I'm going to make my way to the starport and check out my rentals. So there's nobody else here, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll see you when I get to the starport.
visibility and gate assignments. Please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
It's nice that it's morning.
From all of us at Microtech.
So I was thinking I'd take the Misk Razor out through town first, just to get a general feel for it, and then we'll take it to the Snake Pit and see what it can do.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the nest?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
In the luxurious Sapphire Grand.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Thank you.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
From all of
System.
us at Microtech.
This is 40 seconds.
Welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spacewalk.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
That's very strange to me. I'm not sure the logic behind that, but
Remember,
whatever.
your belongings belong
Yeah,
to you.
starter light freight,
Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
which I think is what the Avenger Titan should read, but I don't know. Like I said, I feel like the Reliant Core is a slightly larger
Dining
Avenger
and
Titan,
entertainment.
but
Be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade.
that's just me.
Please visit
Seems like
us
it get
again.
changed.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza.
Damn right I bought a Misk shirt.
All of Microtech's latest offerings. Microtech, the empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Okay.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer. Whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens, this city of tomorrow has a lot going on today.
There we go.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spacewalk.
I think that's one of the larger hangars, which would be really lame. No, not really. It's not that bad.
Dining and entertainment. Be sure to visit.
I'm hoping that gets fixed in 318. The hangar assignments. Yeah. Yeah, it's it's a bit big for a ship this size. Whatever. Okay.
Hello, how can Miss help you today?
Busy out there.
On.
You are clear to launch.
Smooth takeoff.
Landing gear up.
Okay. First little warm-up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Contact received.
Lots of pitch authority. Come on, computer. Now, I don't feel the need to use boost to get around corners. As long as I'm rolled into them. Sunlight is nice, weather can be a bit better. I lost track of where I am.
Contact received.
Yeah, I'm finding myself not wanting to yaw the ship as much as I would, say, the M50 or the Mustang Gamma. See what it's like on the track. Get some blood back into my brain. There we go. To see what this can do. Excellent roll authority. Very interesting sensations I'm getting from this. Might have been pushing it. Fuck! Oh, I survived. Okay. I think I'm alright. I definitely hit the bottom. There we go. That's how you do that. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. One more. See if I can hold it consistent line. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. That was unexpected. I am going to cautiously state that this is not the Mist Grazer that I flew last year. This is something else. And maybe it's because, maybe it's not. Maybe they haven't changed anything since the last time I flew one of these, which again would have been like a year ago. But, and maybe it's because I actually have like a proper, you know, racetrack to beat on this thing with. But this feels very different from the Mist Razor that I remember. So let me break atmosphere. Let me get quiet. Let me assemble my thoughts a little bit, and I'll say why. Okay. So there's 3 hardcore racing ships in Star Citizen. There is the Origin M50, there is the Consolidated Outlands Mustang Gamma, and there is this, the Mist Grazer. Granted, it's been a few days between flying each of them, so take this for what it's worth. But I have now had a chance to fly all 3 at the show this year. I've had a chance to fly them all at the Snake Pit. Also, a small caveat in that the M50 is a ship that I actually own, and I've done some mods to, so that might play into it to some degree. But here are my takeaways from having flown all 3 ships. The M50 is still the M50. It still floats around, you can skid it into corners, you can throw the thing around, and provided you know how it flies when it's being pushed, you can be quick with it. There's no problem there. The Mustang Gamma, I feel, is a great ship to get started in racing. It's probably the worst performer, but it's also the most forgiving. So if you're just getting started into serious racing in Star Citizen, the Mustang Gamma is probably your best bet, just based on the fact that it's the easiest to fly hard, and it will forgive your mistakes. If you go into a turn a little bit too hard, if you pitch a little bit too hard, it's the ship that flies the straightest. So in that regard, it's easy to fly in that the ship is always generally going to point in the direction you fly it, whereas this and the M50 float around a little bit more, they skid a little bit more, and they're a little bit more difficult to fly as a result, because you think you come out of a corner and you're fine, and you're really not. You're actually flying towards the edge of a canyon wall or a building or something like that. So the Mustang Gamma, I put the Mustang Gamma a little bit aside as an entry-level racing ship. I'm sure there's people that could be competitive with it, and I'm sure when 318 comes and we get legitimate tracks in the Star Citizen universe, it's entirely possible we could stumble on a track that the Mustang Gamma is the hot setup for. But at least me personally, having flown all 3 of them, in terms of outright performance, I still put the Mustang Gamma as a starter ship that it lacks in all degrees of performance, but it is the easiest ship to fly. And that's why I would recommend it to people who are getting started in serious Starship Racing and Star Citizen, because that ship is the least likely to kill you. It's great to be able to go fast, but if all you do is fly at top speed into the side of a building, that's not really going to help you. And I think the Mustang Gamma is the best at that. It's not the fastest, but it's the easiest to get around to act. The Mustang Gamma will get you to the end of the race, whereas these two, the Razor and the M50, will straight up try to kill you if you don't know what you're doing. So then it becomes, that said, it comes down to the differences between the Razor and the M50. The Razor, I've always felt, is a little bit floaty. Well, okay, hang on. Let me backtrack a little bit. If you look at the promotional information for these two ships, and this has always been a bone of contention of me, going all the way back to when these yeah, I've had a couple. These three ships were first introduced. They have always touted the M50 as being the maneuverable ship, and the Razor as being the top speed ship. And in terms of aesthetics, I've always felt that that's backwards. The Razor is a Formula 1 car. Look at this thing. It's skinny, and it's slender, and it's got little wings and shit, and I definitely hit something because the bodywork is just trashed on this side. But it's a Formula 1 car, and Formula 1 cars are always maneuverable. Whereas you look at an M50, and it's a sleek-looking ship too. It's Origin. They do sleek very good in terms of aesthetics, but it's got big, broad, straight wings on it. In fact, I think they're actually forward swept a little bit now that I think about it. It's got the big tail on it, and underneath the tail is two huge, massively huge main thrusters. And just in terms of aesthetics and the visual style that they're going for, I've always felt that the Razor should be the maneuverable one, and the M50 should have the advantage in top speed. And I don't know, I've always felt that on paper, CIG has had these flip-flopped. Having flown this ship now, I think they're starting to come around to the logic that this should be the more maneuverable ship, because this thing, in terms of roll, feels a lot more responsive than the M50. And couple that with, it also feels like it's got really great response in pitch authority, especially in terms of being able to pull up. If you want to go into a turn, you twist this thing 90 degrees right and you pull up, and this thing will go around corners. And that, I don't have any scientific evidence to back this up. You guys have been watching the same screen that I have. I don't have anything to back this up, and it's been a couple days since I've flown my M50. But I feel like this thing could outmaneuver the M50. So on really tight, twisty courses, this ship would have the advantage. And my hope is, again, without having, head-to-head numbers to back this up, my hope is that the M50 in a straight line is faster than this ship, the Razor, to compensate for that. Which is what I've always hoped for, and I don't know. Maybe it's me trying to tease something out that I really don't feel. There might be some placebo effect going on here, but boy, I'm really hoping that they made this the maneuverable ship and the M50 the straight line ship. This is the formula car. The M50 is the hot rod, the Trans Am car. That would be really cool if that is the direction that these two ships are headed in. I don't get to the forums that much. I don't know if that is the discussion that's been going on about these ships. But now, in having flown the Razor, yeah, I definitely feel like it's the more maneuverable of the two between it and the M50. And that would be really cool. So, take it for what it's worth. I'm totally basing this on nothing other than feel and personal experience. I don't have any hard numbers to back this up. I'm not looking at lap times. I'm not looking at G loads. I'm not looking at top speeds or anything, just in what the ship feels like to me flying it right now, is what I'm basing this on. So, and I am, let's say 2.5 rum and cokes into tonight before I sat down. So, I could be completely wrong. And as I said before, I don't think anyone is really going to know for sure until we get racing built into the game proper in 3.18, and we have leaderboards and lap times and top 10 charts to actually see who's flying what and who's going fast with what on which tracks. But that is my impression. As a racer, that is my impression, that this is now the maneuverable ship, and the M50 should be the hot rod ship. It doesn't corner as well, but it does really good in a straight line. And if you can manage to get it around a corner, that's going to be a huge advantage to the M50 players. If you fly a Razor and you know how to perfectly execute corners, even if you don't have the advantage in a straight line, if you can make it up in the turns and you can maximize this ship's maneuverability, hopefully you have the advantage over the M50 guys in the tight technical tracks. That is what I'm hoping. So I'm gonna, I feel like I've been rambling, but I think I got my point across. So I'm gonna end it there and start heading back. Yes, very cool. I'm very excited about racing. Having flown all 3 racing ships in the game so far this week, I'm very excited to see what racing looks like when we get it implemented proper into the game. Very excited. And my other chief concern about this ship, in that the cockpit belt line is really high up, seems to have been addressed. I don't know if it's been changed since last year's Expo, but I never, in all that testing that I just did, it never felt like I was worried about what was underneath. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. A couple times in the first turn, but that's even true in some of the other ships, because you're hard banking from a 180-degree right to a 90-degree left in that turn, and it's really easy to overcorrect, overroll the ship, and lose altitude as a result. So I'm going to say that, I mean, in terms of visibility, the Mustang Gamma is heads and shoulders above the other two. The M50 is really good in terms of visibility. I feel like the Razor has improved on that front. I'm not afraid to go canyon carving with this ship anymore, and that's very cool, because that was always my biggest concern with this ship, is that it's not a good canyon carver because you can't see what is around you. So yeah, I think I again don't know if they actually put any effort into that, but it feels like since the last time I flew one of these, which was probably the Expo last year, the belt line and the visibility, the belt line has been lowered and the visibility of this ship from the cockpit has improved vastly. So that's very cool. Okay, I'm heading home now. Last day of the Expo, I'd like to have all 3 of these ships taken out to the snake pit, and if I can get a chance to fly them all head to head, that would be very cool. now, fellas.
Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Landing Assist.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm guessing y'all are busy up there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Maybe a little more direct approach. Fuckers, let me land. I'm just gonna take this one. Oh shit, that door's closing.
Landing gear down. Contact received.
I'm gonna get a parking ticket, but they would have given me one anyway. Yeah, these things really don't like it when you smack the ground with them. So do I wait for my parking ticket, or... Hi!
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Please visit us again. Welcome. Goodbye to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of
Store.
Microtech's latest
The
offerings.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Remember, your belongings belong to
Welcome
you.
to the
Keep
ASOP
careful
Vehicle
of all
Retrieval
personal
System.
items.
Store, motherfucker. Yeah, whatever.
Vehicle selected. Stand
Be
by.
sure to explore all new Babbage has to offer.
Vehicle
Whether it's the
selected.
latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens, this city of tomorrow has a lot going on today.
I am driving air traffic control insane right now.
Tired of
Poor fuckers.
travel?
Please visit us again.
Why not rest at the Nest's newly renovated accommodations, located downtown in the luxurious Aspire Grand. For the latest updates on ship availability
Wow, have I
and
completely
gate
fucked
times,
air traffic control?
Please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
My mouse doesn't even move. I can't step away from this even if I wanted to.
Microtech, the empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
There's some hardcore thinking going on somewhere, and I'm not part of it.
Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's bar at the promenade.
I think I
Only a
broke it.
quick ride on the metro loop.
Please visit us again. Bye.
Okay.
Please visit us again.
Microtech.
Welcome to the
Empire
ASOP
leader in
Vehicle Retrieval
cutting-edge
Just to
System.
let me go.
Where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Just fucking gives up.
Remember, you're
I'm not on a US server. If you look at my ping, I don't know what server I'm on. I joined on a friend. And yeah, I'm thinking this is either a Euro. Yeah, it must be either a Euro or a US or Australian server. Definitely not US from the ping that I'm getting.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the Nest's newly renovated accommodations, located downtown?
It's having a real hard time figuring out what the fuck I'm trying to do here. This doesn't work, I might just try a different terminal. That might be it.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Yeah.
Be sure to explore all new Babbage has to offer. Whether it's the latest...
But yeah,
in
really
cutting-edge
looking forward to seeing
technology
racing
or the
properly
beauty of our
implemented in the
award-winning
game.
gardens. This city of tomorrow has a lot going on today.
Lots of stuff to try, lots of stuff to learn. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Please visit us
Yeah,
again.
it just...
Goodbye.
I feel like that's a failsafe. It's not coming to a conclusion, it's giving up. So,
Microtech,
here,
the
let's...
Empire...
So that one was jammed up when I walked up to it. Maybe this one will work better.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It still says it wants to store the Razor.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Remember,
If this doesn't work, I might do a server hop.
keep a careful watch on all personal items.
I feel like I'm going to be doing a server hop. I don't know what that was, but it sounded cool.
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity. Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's bar at the promenade. Only a quick ride.
Yeah,
on the
this is
metro.
not looking promising.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings. From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Yeah, this just straight up isn't working.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight bay. Please vacate the vicinity.
Please visit us again.
Bro,
Goodbye.
I'd love to. Where the fuck is my ship?
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that'll fix it. Just whatever. What's a parking ticket? It's
Initiating ship storage procedure.
12
For
grand or
your
something?
safety, please vacate the area.
Wait for it. There we go. Whatever.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Looking for a good time?
Pay
Be
fine.
sure to
Fuck
visit Wally's
off.
bar at the promenade. Only a quick ride on the metro loop.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Now let's see if it works.
Microtech, The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology,
Your vehicle has
where
been
creative
delivered to the following
innovation
location.
meets innovative creativity.
Still a lot of thinking going on here.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Microtech.
Okay.
The Empire's
Your
leader in
vehicle has been delivered to the
cutting-edge
following
technology,
location.
where creative innovation
What the
Please
fuck?
visit us again.
We apologize for
Goodbye.
any inconvenience. Please try again later, or select a different ship.
Whoa.
Tired of travel? Why not rest?
I have no idea what I've done to this game.
Located downtown, luxurious Empire grounds.
This distinctly feels like it's my fault, but I'm not really sure how to go about how to address it.
For the latest
Welcome
updates on ship
to the
availability
ASOP
and
Vehicle
data
Retrieval
plans,
System.
please use one of the conveniently located
No,
nodes.
it still hasn't. Yeah, I don't really care if that's impounded.
Vehicle selected.
One more try.
Stand by.
Your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
I love this game.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
From
Marvelous.
all of the
Please visit us again.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Took us a while, but we got there eventually. They are kind of cool looking. Okay, that's a little loud. That's fine. Okay. I'm trying to think. It might have actually been literal years since I've flown one of these.
Hello. How can Miss help you today?
Systems on.
What the fuck? Again, I'm a sucker for overhead consoles. Ooh, wow. Oh, that is cool. Okay. May I take off, please?
Weapon systems on.
No, there we go.
You are clear to launch.
So if you're not familiar with the Star Citizen lore, Misk has a pretty close relationship with the Xi'an race. And this is probably the most Xi'an-influenced ship in their lineup. The reason I bring that up is that these ships have a real verticality to them, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, so this is what it actually flies like. The cockpit rotated too. There's no more right seat. It's now a bottom seat. Okay. So let's see if we can find something to do. Oops.
Contact received.
Let's just grab some. Landing pad locker. Oh, that might be kind of fun. Cleo. Calliope. This one goes to McGrath, which I'm already familiar with. We pick up a Calliope, Cleo, some random fucking outpost in the middle of nowhere on Microtech, and then back to New Babbage. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so first stop, Calliope. Was it Rayari Envik? Alright. Oh, it's so weird flying a ship without, like, a dashboard in front of, like, directly in front of me. Everything's up here. Yeah, so one disadvantage is the overhead dashboard tends to get crowded out by all these notifications that I keep getting. That's not really the ship's fault. That's more the fault of me having done contract work here with other people for private security tasks, and now they're bugging me left and right for job opportunities that I'm not super interested in. This is kind of cool. Okay. I also gotta get used to the fact that the radar is above my line of sight rather than below it. And again, yeah, the notifications covering it up is kind of obnoxious. fuck. Oh, there we go. There's a landing pad. Do I land the ship sideways? Oh, there's a big pad over there. Okay. Whoosh! Yeah, see, now the cockpit's sideways.
Landing gear down.
And now that's there. Weird. Yeah, I think I'm going to land the ship here. Sideways.
Engines off.
First complaint, headlights kind of suck. Yeah, not... I mean, they're there, but they don't really do much. Okay. Also, it's really loud back here. How did I do? Okay, I might have over anticipated how biased to the left I was sitting in the in the cockpit. Alright, let's get some boxes. Oh fuck, they're in two different buildings. I hate it when they do this. Speaking of the ship, it flies nice. I would say, in just the little bit of flying that I've done now, it's very comparable to an Avenger Titan. I don't know, it's weird, because that ship is built so differently than anything else in the game. It's as close to an alien ship as you can get without actually going to an alien manufacturer. So it's a little tough to compare. Hello. Here's my box. Thank you. I might move the ship. That was my only concern with this thing is one of the cool things about the Avenger Titan is it's big for a single-seat ship, but it's still small enough that I can land it not on a landing pad. I can land it like on the ground next to one. Like I could easily fit my Avenger Titan in the space between where I'm standing on this ramp here and that building right there. This ship, I mean, part of it is that I'm not used to it, so I don't know. but the footprint that this thing has when it's in its horizontal position is just so huge. I mean, I'm sure I could get used to it and figure out ways to land it there, but that's not something I'm going to be able to do tonight, I don't think. Okay, that was neat. Hep. Okay, I'm gonna try and move this. Close the door. It's a very large ship for what it does in terms of footprint when it's landing. Okay, so that is the building that I need to land at. Let me see if I can kind of sneak it in. Oh, here we go. If I can put the left wingtip, like, right in the corner of that building next to the entrance. Kind of like that. Yeah. There we go. Wow, actually got that wingtip a little closer than I wanted, but it'll work. Okay. Cold out here. Oh boy. Yeah, wind is definitely kicking up. shit. Okay. Might have tagged the building up a little bit there. Okay, so here, watch this. I hit the landing gear. Whoosh! There you go.
Landing gear up.
Okay, so I think that's the one going to Clio. Oh shit. That's... Did that not work? I think I broke it. Oh, that'll do it. God damn it. Yeah, that would be why I couldn't engage the quantum drive. Motherfucker. I was actually enjoying that. Ah, shit. Star Citizen gonna Star Citizen. That's a shame. Well... Anyway, well... Yeah, what can I say about that ship? It's... Compared to an Avenger Titan, it's... Well, yeah. I don't know, in the half a job that I got to complete with it, it flies just fine. I don't have any problem. Nothing surprised me or stuck out to me about the way that it flew. If you are typically an Avenger Titan pilot, the Reliant won't surprise you in any way. Differences between the ship: it is a two-man ship, which is kind of cool. I will say there have been times that I've wanted to do two-person career jobs like I usually do in my Avenger Titan. The problem with the Titan is that it's mostly a one-man ship, so the second person ends up like sitting on the bed in the habitation area, which is lame. Um, so yeah, if you do a lot of courier work as a two-man team, yeah, I could see the Reliant Core being the hot setup. The trade-off is that there is no habitation area. Yeah, there's no bed or storage area or anything like that. But if that's not a problem for you, cool, that's fine. Um, I do appreciate that the footprint of the cargo area is a little bit wider. It's not as long, but it is a little bit wider, which is nice in that it gives you a little bit more room to move around. I don't know, it doesn't feel quite as cramped as the interior or the cargo area of the Avenger Titan does. But again, that's just personal preference. It doesn't really change anything about the way that the ship handles. Anything you can do in an Avenger Titan, you can do in a Reliant Core. Um, like I said, it's the only real trade-off is, um, yeah, the core is cool because it's more suited to a two-man team. You don't have the ability to fly like long term with it because there is no habitation area. Um, the footprint of the ship compared to an Avenger Titan is, I'm gonna say, different. I've been saying larger this whole night, and that's probably not wrong, but I think different is a good way to describe the footprint of the Reliant core compared to the Avenger Titan. Um, I was a little worried about it at first, but yeah, now having actually flown the ship and having to land it in a situation, I feel like it's something you could get used to. If you just fly the ship enough where you get used to where those wingtips are when the ship is in its horizontal landing position, you could absolutely land that ship anywhere. You could land an Avenger Titan. It just takes a little different consideration to the area that you're given. Um, you might not be able to land it in the exact same places as an Avenger Titan, but thinking of all of the landing, the way that most of the landing zones are laid out, I don't think you'd have a problem coming up with an alternative. If you're an Avenger pilot switching over to a Reliant, I think it's just a matter of learning where the ship fits. It will fit. It's just it might not be in exactly the same place or in exactly the same orientation as you use with a Titan. And I'm pretty sure the opposite is true. If for whatever reason you fly a Reliant most of the time and you've decided to switch to an Avenger, yeah, that's just going to be a learning process. So no, cool ship. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't get to take that job all the way through, because I was really looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here and then immediately turn around and do the same thing for RSI Day. So yeah, I'll either see you in the next video or see you next time. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and have a good one. Later.